Right everyone, WeaponCollector here. Right, today I was going to try doing a leather working maker's mark. So, I've marked my leather anyway, but I only ever do it with just, letter stamps, so I thought it'd be better if I had a little logo. So I've had an idea to make my own logo, a bit like my thumbnail and other stuff. So this is what I'll be trying to make. A stamp that can create that. Maybe not the little spikes, but it'll be the actual general knuckle duster shape with the letters WC on it. So because this is leather work, I think I'm going to make it from aluminium, because it won't really matter. I'm never going to use this stamp for anything else, because it won't be, even if I made it out of steel, if I was going to try and mark anything else, put it this way, the way I'm going to make this, it wouldn't be able to mark anything other than leather anyway. Maybe wood. So I'll be cutting a piece of this out, and then basically putting that shape into the top of it. Right, so I've cut out the basic shape of the stamp. You didn't really need to see me do that, but I just drilled it out. That's the very rough shape, but that'll be able to be held on here with a hammer. So now I've glued on the design, and I'll start filing around the edges and drilling out these holes. Right, so what I'll be doing now is filing some of the parts in. Filing the basic shape. So there's a little sort of groove that comes in here. So I can file in with a triangular file. Probably a bigger one than that. But as I say, it'll just be a case of filing the general shape now, so that all that's on the front is the knuckle duster shape. And hopefully it should be a good stamp. I've never done anything like this before, so I really don't know. I've never done this, so we'll just have to see what happens. So I'll carry on. I think it probably might be easier for me to do this off camera, the rest of this filing, because it's in a slightly awkward angle trying to film it, but you can see what I'm basically doing. So I'll be removing all of this around here basically, and then afterwards putting the letters WC in, but backwards. I will show you this properly at the end with a better camera, but the actual basic design is done with the WC initials in the middle. I've tested this, it actually comes out pretty good. I've had to straighten the W, but here is one of the tests. And I think as a maker's mark stamp, that'd be quite good, wouldn't it? Quite unique. You'd recognise it as mine. I still have to put, I'll probably still put WC 20, whatever the year is, on the little, somewhere else, but this will be like a little logo one. What I need to do now is, I'll just put this camera down, to clean up the edges, and then I just need to start making this, nicer. But the actual face of the stamp is actually alright. As I said, I'll show you this all better afterwards, and I'll actually show you it stamped on something soon. But now I'm going to tidy up the strike face, whatever. I found the best way to do this is actually put it in a vise and squash it onto the leather. I think that's pretty good for homemade. So yeah, I'm just going to file that round now. much to see with me doing this. It'll literally be just me. Right, this is the basically finished stamp. I'm actually going to attempt to stamp this onto this sheath now. I don't really know what I'm doing here, but I'm going to give it a go. Right, this should be in the right position. As I say, this isn't really how I would do this. I would stamp this before I'd done all this, but I just wanted to see what it looks like. Right, that looks straight. It's the right way up. Hopefully it's not upside down. Let's get stamping in. And I would say wetting this would probably be a good idea as well. I didn't bother shining up this bit in the end. I thought I just might as well just put tape around it. Oh nice, that actually looks pretty good. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I could still refine the stamp a little bit, but I think that looks actually very good for what it is. You know, homemade maker's mark. Just rub those lines off. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I think that's good. I'll show you a proper picture of this afterwards. So I said I'd show you some better footage. So this is the stamp finished, and I am quite happy with that. Don't know how well this camera will focus because I'm quite close. Yeah, certainly works well, and I've actually put it onto this sheath, as I said. Yeah, I think that looks really good for what it is, for a homemade stamp. It's pretty good. Let's see what this light looks like if I turn it on. Hang on. Yeah, for what that is, I think that's pretty good. Ideally, I wouldn't have stamped it like this. I would have stamped it before I put the sheath together so I could centre it properly and have it higher up. Because of this bit here, I couldn't do that. But I just wanted to see what it would look like. Yeah, and I am very happy with that. I'll probably still do the WC20 or whatever year it is. But this can be a decent little maker's mark. And, you know, if I make sheaths for people, you don't have to have that on it. I'll ask people, I'll say, do you want the stamp on it? And then they don't have to if they don't want to. But yeah, I think that's pretty good. Represents the channel quite well. That was actually designed from, that's the same basic shape as the knuckle duster in my thumbnail. That I actually got the picture, shrunk it down, drew around, cut it up. Finger holes are slightly different. Yeah, I'm really happy with that. I think that's pretty good, really, for what it is. So there you go. You can make your own maker's mark stamps pretty easily for leather out of aluminium. And as you can see, it worked pretty well. Right, hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe, and I'll see you later. Thanks for watching.